Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Happy Tuesday. Hope y'all are grinding this week again. Just got an early run in, but I saw something that kind of depressed me this morning. HBO Boxing After Dark debuted 24 years ago, I believe yesterday, actually. And I just loved HBO Boxing After Dark. And it depressed me in two ways. Number one, that it was 24 years ago and I'm getting old, much like the hairline. And also that it's gone. Like, loved HBO Boxing After Dark. And that's when there was structure in boxing. Now there's all kind of apps. You got to go here to watch a fight, got to go there, got to go to YouTube to watch a fight. It's kind of all over the place. And look, I can adapt. So not horrible, but at the same time, I enjoyed the structure of it. I enjoyed that HBO Boxing After Dark was sort of like the AAA farm system. And if you excelled there, you went to HBO Championship Boxing. And you know where to get everything. You knew where to get those fights. You had ESPN Friday Night Fights, which I loved as well. HBO Boxing After Dark and ESPN Friday Night Fights, you just had really good matchups. Really good matchups of fighters up and coming. And it was fun to watch, really fun to watch. I have great memories of both of those. And also you had Showbox. I love Showbox as well on Friday nights. Showtime had their own thing. They had Showbox on Friday nights, and then they had Showtime Championship Boxing on Saturday nights. And it was fun. But I have such good memories of HBO Boxing After Dark. In particular, my favorite fighter of all time, Arturo Gatti. Several fights on there that were just great fights. In particular, one of the greatest fights of all time, 2002. I believe the first fight, Ward versus Gotti, the fight in which Ward won was on HBO Boxing After Dark. People forget even the more modern ones. Maidana, I believe that's where we discovered Maidana when he knocked out Ortiz. I think that was an HBO Boxing After Dark card. And also Rios Alvarado, that war, Boxing After Dark. And I think the first fight of all time, if I'm not mistaken, was Marcos Antonio Barrera. I believe he fought McKinney in 96. So Eric Morales fought on there. Just the who's who of boxing fought on HBO Boxing After Dark coming up. And they were fun fights. They were well-matched fights. And I miss HBO Boxing After Dark. So I'm looking forward to hearing in the comment section, what are your favorite memories from HBO Boxing After Dark? For me, I think my favorite, the apex of Boxing After Dark was when I watched Ward versus Gotti 1. And just tuning in and knowing to a certain degree what was coming, knowing that a war was brewing, and it really summed up what Boxing After Dark was. Blood and guts warriors just going at it, trying to get to the next level. Or they were sort of coming down in where Ward versus Gotti was, where they were at a certain level, trying to get back up and fighting for their career and at a crossroads. And I just love those type of fights. And watching that fight play out, watching Barrera fight on there. And before Boxing After Dark, I remember watching Barrera on ABC Wide World of Sports before Boxing After Dark. And then he ended up on Boxing After Dark and then on Championship Boxing, of course. He just kept graduating. So Ivan Robinson versus Arturo Gatti. That was a fight of the year. I believe that was 98, maybe 99, but 98. Another Arturo Gatti fight of the year fight. But Ivan Robinson, a guy who couldn't punch much, but was just a Philadelphia warrior. I just have so many great memories of that. And I'll follow up with more videos on this, but it kind of depressed me. Like 24 years, man. 24 years ago, and good things don't last, man. They don't last, and we're at where we're at in boxing now, to where we're barely getting any of the best fights, unfortunately. But that was a time when we consistently got really good fights, really good matchups, and we knew where to get them. So HBO Boxing After Dark, 24 years ago, yesterday, debuted with, I believe, Barrera versus McKinney. Hit me up. Let me know y'all's best and favorite moments of HBO Boxing After Dark. I'm looking forward to that. Peace.